Well, hello everyone. I am back in the truck and in the carpool line. It has been a few days since I've done a recording here in carpool. So I just wanted to say, hey, you guys, I was thinking about everything that I've done so far as like the videos that I have recorded and posted for the month of December. And there is a video that I wanted to something I wanted to share with you all today on this video, and that is my 2025 financial goals. I think it's about time for me to actually share that and kind of talk it through, since I'm here in carpool and I am waiting for the kiddos to come out. Actually, I'm at Caleb's school, and so I said, you know what, let me just talk out and talk through my 2025 financial goals with you guys. I've been working on just a very simple spreadsheet, and I'm sliding over because I want to make sure that I have space on the screen to post it. So as I'm talking it through, I'm going to be changing it on my laptop, but you guys will see like the revised version, if that makes any sense. So it's very small. How I started creating this spreadsheet, I looked at my 2025 annual budget, which, you guys, I'm so proud of myself because I created and finished my 2025 annual budget, not just the monthly one, but the annual budget. I want to give a huge shout out to Melissa over at Stuff Save Repeat. I believe that is what the channel name is, and I will make sure that I have it in the descriptions below. But she shared her spreadsheet on one of her previous videos. I think, well, maybe it was in November. It may have been October. Because I know it's taken me a while, and it could even be September, y'all, but it was either between September and October, because she allowed us to get a copy. She put the link down in her descriptions. I pulled it up and was able to tweak the spreadsheet and make it fit my lifestyle, my budget for the entire year of 2025. So I want to say thank you so much, Melissa, for sharing with us how you set up your budget. And so getting to my financial goals, I was looking at that annual budget and I was like, okay, what do I actually want to focus on during the year of 2025? Like, you know, I'm gonna pay my bills, I'm going to get groceries, I'm gonna put gas in the car, you know, all of those things. But what are the things that I really want to kind of focus on and really do either some savings and pay off debt? I think that's basically what my categories are. So let's just jump right into it, and I'm gonna scoot to the side. I do have my laptop here, so the spreadsheet has a column for categories. I have my budgeted amount for each category, and then I have the end of year amount. So this is what I call like the mama spreadsheet, right? So this is the mama spreadsheet, and then I'll show you the updated, the sheet that I'm going to use to update each month. Okay, so, and it's real basic. It's real simple, real basic. Yeah, the only thing that I needed to do a formula and create a formula was at the bottom where it says zero out difference. And that was based on Melissa's 2025 annual budget. Okay, so I thought I'd keep that same like category name. And that's the only place where I had to kind of create a formula for. But that one, and then of course my total for the goal. And actually, I see it now, and you guys will see the change. But I am going to make this be annual goal total. Okay, so let's start with our first category, and that is savings. And I am going to try to save $2,000 by the end of 2025, and that will be, that amount will be in addition to what's already in my savings. So I want to basically increase my savings by $2,000 in the year of 2025. And I've got in parentheses pretty much an idea or plan to kind of get me started with that. So I'm going to try to pull out $55 each income. All right, so if I don't get to reach my 55, I do want to put some amounts into savings. So that's just what I was thinking about, because there are going to be some good days. There's going to be some bad days. It's going to be some days where I'll get, an increase in my incomes, and I can focus on, these categories a little bit more. And then there'll be some tight months where I'm going to have to maybe not, put those amounts in, but put something, right? All right, the next category is sinking funds, and my budgeted amount for my sinking funds would be $4,000. I will tell you, I'm going to try to do $112 to reach that $4,000 by the end of 2025. And we'll just see how it goes. I am believing God that, increase is coming. I am a Christian. I am a faith believer, and I believe that God does want best for us. So it is just believing by faith and doing my part, because the Bible says, and the scripture says, faith without works is dead. So my faith is secure. I need to do now the works. So, and God will bless as I go. So the consistency is what I believe is key. So let's talk a little bit about my sinking funds. My sinking funds are two-part. My sinking funds category would be where there is a deadline for a set category within my sinking funds category. The deadline would be something like my truck registration. That's once a year. Jordan's first, this is like her junior prom. So that's a sinking fund that I'm going to be tackling. But that has a deadline, because I'm not going to save it past prom day. So things like that within my sinking funds category, they will have a deadline, and you'll see that when I start to save for it. But then there's also sinking funds that are revolving, and some of my revolving categories, I'm gonna pull it up really quick, because when you start talking, you kind of forget about something that you see all the time. I'm in this all the time. And I have a separate spreadsheet for my sinking funds to kind of break things down. And my truck turned off, so my internet went out. Yikes. But something revolving is clothes for the kids, that's a revolving thing. And let's see what else I have it up here. My 3 stock up envelopes, that's in my sinking fund, and that's revolving because I'm in those envelopes pulling out whatever I've saved to purchase the household items or pantry items, but then I'm still placing money in it. So that's more of a revolving as well. Let me see what else would be revolving in a sense. I'm looking. Truck repairs. I think truck repairs for me would be a revolving, because if I'm putting money in my truck repairs envelope, saving up for that, I may need to get an oil change. So I'll pull money out of that envelope and to get the oil change, but I am still putting money in that envelope for truck repair. So it's kind of revolving, so it's steady going. And then of course I was looking at other items that would have a deadline. When Caleb is out on track out for spring of 2025, and then he's going to be back in school, and he could be tracked out for the fall. Those are deadlines, and they're sinking funds. I put that as a sinking fund because I want to save up, maybe, you know, take him someplace while he's out and track out. He's not really that kind of kid that wants to do like a camp or a trek out camp, because we've had those. I've tried to put him in that in the past, and he wasn't interested in that. So I was not going to waste any money, and I figured he and I and maybe a friend of his will take, you know, a day or half a day and go someplace fun. I'd rather do that because I know I'm getting my money's worth because he's enjoying it. But that to me is a deadline. Birthdays, sinking funds is to me a deadline. My sister's birthday is the first one out of our family next year, 2025. Her birthday will be here in a few months. So saving specifically for her birthday, I have a separate envelope for her, have a separate envelope for my kids' birthday, and a separate envelope for myself. Don't want to forget me. So that would be deadline or dated sinking funds. So I wanted to just explain that to you all. So let's get back to the financial goals. So that's pretty much my sinking funds, and I pulled that $4,000 number from looking at my 2025 annual budget. Let me pause, you guys. I need to check something. Okay, I'm back. I just had to check the systems in my truck because sometimes my phone will connect, of course, to my truck automatically, and I'll lose the volume while I'm recording for some reason, and just didn't want that to happen and then have to start all over again. So where were we? All right, so we're done with the sinking funds, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to fully fund that sinking fund of $4,000 2025. Emergency fund, that is in bold. Emergency fund is kind of like my savings. I want to place an additional $2,000 in my emergency fund by the end of the year. This is an addition to what is already there. I have learned it doing budgeting for the past couple of years now. Life happens, and having that emergency fund is basically it is a lifesaver. It's a lifesaver. So here comes the sun, you guys. So I hope the glares and all of that won't be so bad, or shadows even. But that will be an additional $2,000 to my emergency fund that I currently already have. So I'm looking forward to that, and I am also going to try each income to add in $55. If I'm not, I want to add something. And you guys have already seen my emergency fund binder with some very, very cute, wonderful challenges, and I'm so excited about it. Okay, so then we're moving to Christmas 2025. Now, Christmas 2025 is budgeted $2,000. What I've decided to do for this spreadsheet is to combine basically all things Christmas. I'll have a set amount, and it's already set and separated in my 2025 budget for gifts, right? For family gifts. And we just do our family gifts. But everything else in addition to that will be the decorations. We do our traditional ornament shopping every year, and then what we're doing this year is kind of fun too. We're getting like fun Christmas snacks, so like the cocoa, the mini marshmallows, graham crackers, gingerbread houses. You know, we're just gonna do the fun, you know, the fun things, doing some peppermint mochas at home, or peppermint hot cocoa at home, whipped cream, things like that. So the Christmas fun food is what I said this year to my kids. We were talking about, I don't think it's actually in any of my videos, but that is going to be where this row of Christmas 2025 will be. It'll be the gifts, it'll be the decorations, and it'll be the Christmas fun things. And that's just all things Christmas. I just want to say all things Christmas. So I'm hoping to do $2,000 in that sinking fund. Or yeah, because it is a sinking fund, but I wanted to make it separate because my Christmas 2025 has its own Christmas binder, and I'm so excited to show you guys. That will be coming up in the upcoming videos, showing you my binders, all of them. I know you've seen the emergency fund one, but you'll see all of them. Now let's talk about the debt, right? And it's amazing how I have that down as the last category, because debt is not always fun, right? It's not always fun. Now, it was fun, doing all the shopping and, doing the things that cause you to go into debt, whatever that is, was buying a house, buying a vehicle, using credit cards. All of those things are great, but now it's like paying off the debt, right? So I have it last, but outside, I did not include, on purpose, did not include my truck loan, which is technically a debt. However, I am paying that currently. It's up to date, so I did not want to include this into this category debt. This category debt is basically what you would call like consumer debt. It's got a couple of credit cards on here, so it is a total of $4,800. I strongly believe that I will get through with paying all of that off early 2025. Now, what month, I'm not sure. I've been playing over a couple of plans and ideas and budgets to zero in on paying the debt off. I did decide to go with the snowball method, and the snowball method is getting your lowest amount of debt, working on paying that off, taking that same amount of money that you did to pay off that small amount and roll it into the next amount. Then the smallest amount, then the next to the smallest amount, then the next to the smallest amount, and then your large amount. So for me, I believe it is a total of 4 things. I think it's a total of 4 things, y'all. Let me see. It may be 3. I'm looking at my sheet. It's 3. It's 3, because my debt binder was for 3 categories. So that is 3 categories totaling $4,800, I think. I don't know why I'm thinking. No, that's correct. That's correct. That's correct. It's 3 within this row right here. That's right. So I am going to use the snowball method for paying off this $4,800. Now, I'm going to scroll down because I need to, but you guys probably don't. You probably see the full sheet. Let's go down to the annual goal total. That amount is $14,800. That is the total goal amount for these goals for 2025. I strongly believe that I can do this, you guys. I do believe that increase is coming. I do believe that I will be consistently saving and putting the money away. I do believe that I am going to pay off this debt. I believe it is going to happen for me. I know sometimes life happens and situations happen. I used to get really upset and frustrated with myself when I had to reach back into certain envelopes because life happened and my savings or my emergency fund at the time was not enough to cover that life situation. So I understand all of that, you guys. And what I've learned and I want to share with you all is to give yourself a little bit of grace. Give yourself some grace and say, you know what? It happens, but let's keep going. I think that is the main thing about budgeting and saving and paying off debt, is just keep going. Do not give up. You're going to be frustrated. It's going to feel like you're not getting a head start or a leadway at all, but you keep going, because you'll see the benefit at the end. So I just wanted to kind of say that and encourage everybody, and even myself. I'm saying it and speaking it and saying it to myself, because I can get frustrated and I can get where I would want things to happen swiftly, but I do know and understand that God has a plan for my life that is good, and it is not of evil. It is not anything that is going to harm me. So I am just, grateful that I'm able to, write the plan out, write the vision out and make it plain and clear, so that when it's time for the increase, I can go ahead on and easily move things around and easily be successful. So I will say, if you have not started your 2025 financial goals, please take some time, sit down and think about the things that you want to accomplish, whether it's just, I want more money in my savings, I want to create an emergency fund, I want to start paying off some of my debt, I want to save up for Christmas, things like that, or I want to save up to purchase a home. We've been saving for a while, and it is a process, and I understand that, and I have had some setbacks, but I'm going forward. I am keeping my head up, and I am still in the process of purchasing our home, because it's coming soon. So you guys, thank you so much for taking out the time to watch this and go over my categories and my numbers and seeing what I'm doing. I do want to say that now I am going to just quickly post the spreadsheet for the updates. I'm going to have an update every month. I don't care if it's $1 increase. I am going to make that happen, and it's just simply a simple spreadsheet with the categories column, my budgeted amount, the amount that I either paid off or I need to put saved, not spent. Sorry, I thought I was finished, but I'm not quite finished. So that column will say amount paid or saved, and then what's remaining, what's left, that I want to either save or pay off. And then of course I have some additional details column at the end if I don't leave myself a note or something like that. So that spreadsheet is also there. That's going to be my monthly update. Okay, you guys, I think that's everything. Thank you so much for taking out the time to watch this video. I really do appreciate it. You guys have a great rest of your day and night whenever you're watching. And if you have not, I haven't said this in a while, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Let me know if you've got your 2025 budget already set, if you've got your 2025 goals already set, or if you haven't, let me know. I would appreciate it, and I will get back to you, leave you a response in the comments, and check out my Etsy shop and my coffee shop. You guys have a great rest of your day. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.